One of the biggest reasons that as entrepreneurs we don't have the success we want is because far too many of us are addicted to chaos. I'm Alex Sharfin, and this is the Momentum Podcast, made for empire builders, game changers, trailblazers, shot takers, record breakers, world makers, and creators of all kinds. Those among us who can't turn it off and don't know why anyone would want to. We challenge complacency, destroy apathy, and we are obsessed with creating momentum so we can roll over bureaucracy and make our greatest contribution. Sure, we pay attention to their rules, but only so that we can bend them, break them, then rewrite them around our own will. We don't accept our destiny, we define it. We don't understand defeat because you only lose if you stop, and we don't know how. While the rest of the world strives for average and clings desperately to the status quo, we are the minority, the few, who are willing to hallucinate there could be a better future, and instead of just daydreaming of what could be, we endure the vulnerability and exposure it takes to make it real. We are the evolutionary hunters, clearly the most important people in the world, because entrepreneurs are the only source of consistent, positive human evolution, and we always will be. Our company has some coaching memberships where we help entrepreneurs grow and scale their businesses. And we help them not just grow and scale their businesses, but get more present, more aware, and have a better understanding of where they are in their lives. And one of the things that we are consistently doing as a company is helping entrepreneurs pull back, get focused, and stop doing too much. In fact, I was on a call today with a couple of clients of mine who in the past 6 months have gone from a $1 million a year business to an over $3 million a year business. There used to be only 2 of them in the business. Now they have a team of 5 people and they're adding somebody else. So they've tripled the size of their team. They've tripled the size of their run rate of the dollars that they're bringing in. And there's no end in sight. And today on our call, what I did was help them pull back on what they were doing, get really focused, highly focused, and zero in on exactly what it was that they need to do to move the business forward even further and to get out of the feeling of chaos. And as I helped them pull things off of their plate, like literally, they were going to go in 2 completely different directions, try and serve 2 different avatars, try and work with 2 groups of clients that were really different. And as I helped them realize that they really needed to be working with one or the other and that there was a clear decision between the 2, I could see that both of them felt a little deflated. And actually, one of them felt really deflated. The other one, I could tell, maybe had a little bit of a moral victory because he might have been thinking the same thing. But then later on in the call, the roles were reversed. I started digging in on what the second partner was doing and let him know that, hey, it looked like he was doing way too much and there was an easier way to accomplish it. And the other partner started laughing about it. And so both of them on the call, I pulled back a ton of what they had planned on doing. And here's why, as entrepreneurs, we do this. Here's why we plan to do too much. We go after too much. We overwhelm ourselves with what we're trying to do. Far too many of us have an addiction to the feeling of chaos, because here's what happens in chaos. In chaos, we get this massive adrenaline rush. When there's too much going on, our adrenal glands start pumping. We feel the rush, the excitement of having that chaos around us. And so we'll continue to add and continue to do more and continue to put things on our to-do list and overcommit and just constantly feel like we're playing from behind. In fact, as entrepreneurs, so many of us actually have conditioned ourselves to like to play from behind. In fact, if we make a goal and it doesn't feel intimidating or scary or like there's no way we can get there, it doesn't even feel like a real goal to us. We'll put another goal in place that feels like climbing Mount Everest just so that we have that feeling of chaos there. And what else happens in chaos? We get to play the hero. If there's too much going on and everything's happening and we can jump in and save it, then we get to this other benefit of being the hero, being the savior, being the champion. But you know what? We set that situation up so it's like a false positive. It's fake. And what happens is we also create false momentum. Because when we get overwhelmed, and this happens to me too, when we get overwhelmed, when we commit to too much, when we have too much going on, we might feel like we're in momentum. Our adrenals are pumping, our thyroid's pumping. We've got a chemical cocktail in our body that's going nuts. We feel like we're getting a lot accomplished because we have this massive chaos around us. But that is false momentum. It is not what's truly going to move you forward and get you to where you want to go. In fact, when you get out of the chaos and you step into focus and you lower the number of things that you're doing, you hyper focus on what's going to move you forward. You pick one strategy that's going to make you move forward and win. That's when things really happen. I can't tell you how often these days I meet entrepreneurs who tell me, well, I'm working on multiple streams of income. What does that really mean? You're doing 6 or 7 things poorly. Now, if you've started a business, it's up and running, you have a team there, you're getting reporting from it, your time in the business is minimized, you don't have a strategic component to play to help it grow, it's on its way, then work on your second stream of income. But far too many entrepreneurs these days tell me they have 6 streams of income, and what they really have is 6 odd jobs that they're doing on the side because none of them are really established businesses. Now, here's the converse. When you focus, you get present. You get aware. You can be in the moment and see what's really going on. You get a clear understanding of what's happening. You start accomplishing at a much higher level. When you do the one thing that you need to do to move forward, when you're focused on the biggest, most important thing that's going to move everything in your life forward, that's when we actually get into real momentum. Not the false momentum of chaos, but the real momentum of accomplishment that is only brought on by focus. And if you're an entrepreneur who's fortunate enough to grow your business to the point where you have a team, when you focus and you stop the chaos and you make things easier and you pull the targets back and you pull the target closer and you make sure that you as a team are consistently accomplishing and consistently winning, that's when you build the highest level of trust with your team. So not only do you create focus and presence and awareness for yourself, not only do you create that feeling of accomplishment for yourself, you do all of those things for your team. And if you want to build trust with your team, get your team out of focus. Every successful entrepreneur I know is hardwired to lean towards chaos. Every successful entrepreneur I know wants to do more, wants to accomplish more, wants to put more on the list than really they should. And when we get people into our programs and we pull the target closer and we clarify what they're doing and we help them get hyper-focused on just the things that are going to move them forward, that's where explosive growth happens. We've had clients in just the past few years that have gone from 1 million to tens of millions, from 10 million to 50 million, from under 1 million to multiple millions. And it all comes from our systems and our structures that force focus. We help with focus by putting systems and structures together that create a massive amount of directed focus at exactly what's going to move you forward. And they don't just calm the chaos, they remove a lot of it. Because when you start building a team and you're growing your business with other people, the less chaos there is, the more momentum you will feel. The less things that they have to focus on, the more they're going to get done. The less you try to accomplish, the more you actually will. And that's how we create true momentum as entrepreneurs. If you're addicted to chaos, the first step of resolving it is admitting that you are, creating some massive focus, and you'll be shocked at how much momentum you can have. If you're ready to create massive focus in your life, in your business, if you're ready to create massive focus around exactly what's going to move you forward, our product Momentum Masterclass is for exactly that. Momentum Masterclass will show you how to create focus around the 3 areas in your life that entrepreneurs need it most: our relationship with ourselves, our relationship with others, and the relationship we have with our business. And not only that, you will learn our full forward strategic planning system and our momentum planner system that just in the past few days, we've had dozens of posts and comments and questions from people on social media that are using the planner and are getting incredible momentum from it. If you want to see how to get your life focused, how to move your business fast, how to move forward in a way you didn't even know you could, go to MomentumMasterclass.com. Check out our system to help you gain true focus in your life, create massive momentum, a level of success you never thought you could have, and do it all without letting those around you down and feeling like you're overwhelmed. MomentumMasterclass.com will help you get out of the chaos.